So there is a theme that has been coming up lately that I'm being guided to touch on. And that theme is, I want to say, control mechanisms, in a sense that for the chosen and even for the collective, like I said, if you watch my videos, there is a whole energetic world outside of your everyday 3D reality and 3D perspective. And that world is always orchestrating and manipulating and just doing a series of things throughout the entirety of humanity, with everyone's energetic field, things of that nature. Um, Many of us chosen ones are transcending and being upgraded to higher heights and new levels. And many of us are tapping into more higher dimensional attributes of ourselves, myself included. And I've been trying to guide people into the realm of multidimensionality and having awareness about energy and how it operates behind the scenes, and the particular, the non-physical beings, and dealing with energetic realms and all of these things, because these things are essential for chosen ones that are meant to come back into themselves and embody these multidimensional traits and aspects of yourself in order for you to receive particular activations, because that is the time that we're in now. That is the energy that we're in for chosen ones. It's calling to upgrade and go to the next level. And that means that you have to be willing to transcend the 3D matrix reality perception, right? But there's a theme that is occurring lately energetically where we are also being challenged in a sense with the opposition trying to upgrade their plays, as far as, or let me say it like this: I feel our attention is being brought to particular mechanisms and programs and things that we're carrying within our field. So the other day, I've been going through my own activations, my own upgradings, my own process, and I am someone that, like I said, if you watch my videos, I am someone that was born activated, like still on, still having particular multidimensional attributes. So I have been able to see energetic beings since I was a kid, been able to traverse with and interact with interdimensional energies, and a series of things that I've had to go throughout my entire life, which has led me into all of this knowledge and this awareness. But I had to live basically in two worlds at the same time, meaning I had to go through the physical school, and I also had to go through the energetic world realms in school, while dealing with that simultaneously. So that's why at this time I've been guided to speak more on multidimensional awareness in order to bring chosen ones in particular back into this awareness of themselves, because this is what the energy is calling for now. This is the upgrade, right? But like I said, there's an energy that is coming forth now where a lot of things are rising to the surface in order to be seen for what it is. And particular programs that we are carrying within our field, that are basically looping us and controlling us or manipulating us on a subconscious level, like to the point that even where we think we are in control many times, and in our daily life, we're not realizing that many of us are still looping in certain patterns, or there's particular things that you're carrying. This is actually how it goes on with generational curses as well. But what I'm saying is, at this time right now, the energy is like more prevalent in trying to show the particular programs. And I'm going to take it a bit further because I have access to multidimensional awareness and capabilities, and I've been able to see how the matrix operates. I've been able to encounter the energetic beings that operate the matrix. I've been able to encounter interdimensional beings. I've been able to traverse energetic realms and realities. I've experienced a lot. And so one, and I've been trying to teach people about the tactics and in general what that goes on within the matrix, because I feel this is prevalent. This is something that needs to be known, in order to transcend these things. We're in the age of knowing now. We're not in the age of, trying to continuously perpetuate the ignorance or just like wanting to avoid particular things. But anyway, there's a particular thing within the matrix where they do series of different infiltrations, but they have energetic tech, and like I said, these are things that you have to be able to see. Being a tapped in being, and being tapped in just means coming back into your multidimensional awareness. Now they have a series of things that they do in order to try to navigate you away from that multidimensional awareness, so that you don't know what's going on, so that you don't see these things, because it's counteracting to their process, right? And you're more easily able to break through the illusions when you are able to see everything or know what's going on. So they have a multitude of things that they do energetically to place beings in a stasis where they are seeing things with a cap, like a veil, basically. And you are seeing things through the lens of what they want you to see, how they want you to perceive it. So anyway, like I said, what's coming up lately is recognizing all of the programs within your field in a certain way, that in a more conscious way, right? In a more conscious way. And so one of the things that the matrix beings do, they have energetic tech that they utilize, that they place on us, different in different areas, or just different things they do, even through dream infiltration and dream manipulating, and and many times cause or dream hijacking, and implanting. So there's a lot of energetic tech. See, right now they're trying to mess with my throat chakra, but anyway, there's a lot of energetic tech that they can place within you, right? So look at it like this. This is how my higher self had me see it the other day. Um, think about like a bunch of nanobots, okay? Think about a bunch of nanobot parasites that, they can move, things like that. Nanobot parasites that they'll place in you, within you. And they're like a bunch of bugs, right? And these bugs are meant to corrupt your system, because look at your field and all of your energetic bodies as a system, as a computer system, right? But a sophisticated, highly sophisticated form of consciousness, computer system. And someone places a bunch of nano parasites within you, right? And these nano parasites are meant to corrupt you. And so what happens is, when you go out into the world and you perceive life and you experience things, and you are like, whatever it is that you go through on a day-to-day basis, you're experiencing life and you're seeing things. The circumstances and the ways in which you are seeing these things, or experiencing these things, or feeling these things, or interacting with these things, are not coming from your true self. It's not coming from your source, your essence, right? Because the nanobites within you are meant to corrupt your system. So they can't fully corrupt you yet, but they have to alter how it is you perceive things, alter how it is you feel things, alter how it is you think about a thing, alter, so project particular frequencies. So let's look at it like these particular parasites, bugs, are projecting particular frequencies within your field on a daily basis, so that when you go out into the world, you experience this, that, the third, or you feel you are not experiencing in its trueness, in its trueness and entirety, right? You are experiencing it from a limited, because those nanobites are blocking off certain aspects of your dimensional awareness, because they're meant to corrupt your system. So they're making you perceive things or feel things or think things in particular ways. And then when you start identifying with these things, that this is what it is, and you start thinking that that's what it is, now you have created a program in yourself. Now the nanobot becomes a program. It's not just a parasite anymore that's just moving around or projecting frequency, trying to manipulate you or trick you. Now it has become a program that is ingesting and assimilating into your body. This is how this occurs, and this is how it takes sometimes generational or lifetimes to break the program or the curse. I think I'm gonna have to come out with another video.